Hello and welcome to the Mikkel Frost Show. I am Mikkel Frost and I am a koala in a suit because it's awesome. Um, yes, this is the third episode of the Mikkel Frost Show, and in my two previous episodes, I kind of introduced all of the different segments of the show, and I'm going to do that this video as well, but only by posting them, having them on the screen. As you can see right about now, you should be able to see all the different segments on the show. And with that said, I'm just gonna move on to my first segment, and which is current games. Now, there's been a lot of changes in my current games. Let's start by mentioning the games which I am not playing anymore. I stopped playing Star Trek Online because, well, it became kind of boring. I didn't mind a lot of the things, but the space battles in particular became a little too much of the same. So I stopped that. I have started another MMO. I will be getting to that. I completed two games. That's right, two games. I completed Call of Duty 2. I know I said that I kind of enjoyed it, but I'm taking that back. The game is horrible. Well, not horrible, but the AI of the game is so really terrible that it's not even funny. But I'll get into that in my review vlog series when I get to Call of Duty 2. The other game I finished was the game from Big Fish, which I started last week, called Fear for Sale: The Mystery of McEnroy Manor. Really awesome game. It was the second game I have played from Big Fish. Big Fish Games, go to their site. They have some really great games. They are very cheap. Now I've started three new games. First off, I replaced the MMO, of course. I chose a game called the Aurora World. That's a tongue twister. The Aurora World, which is a pretty standard MMO with a lot of all the standard features. And I think a lot of people might find it boring because it doesn't have like anything special in it. It does have, you can have some pets you can train and stuff like that. And I really like the graphical styling of the game. Not the graphics itself is kind of outdated, but the graphical style, the environment, the different houses, plants, and nature, and enemies and stuff like that. I really like the way they did that. But like I said, it is a pretty standard MMO, and it's completely free to play. The second game I've started is another game from Big Fish Games, and this time it's Ignimatis: The Mists of Ravenwood, which is a sequel to the game I completed last week called The Ghosts of Marble Creek. And so far, this game is amazing. Once again, it's a traditional point-and-click adventure game with the hidden object game as well. So really fun game, nice story, really great graphics, and then a lot of new things introduced in this game that wasn't in the first Enigmatis. Sorry, it's a weird word. The second game, third game I've started is Bioshock, the first Bioshock game, which is really awesome. But funny story, I actually almost completed Bioshock a couple of years ago, but then my computer died. Actually, it was only the sound that died. For some reason, I updated the official driver of my sound card, which was a crappy onboard one. And even though it was the official update, my sound completely died instead, and there was no way I could get it working again. So I had no option but to kind of reinstall Windows and everything again. So I started getting all my save games and like text documents, pictures, and stuff like that, things that I wanted to keep from the old computer before I deleted it all. And one of the few things that I forgot was the Bioshock save games. So that was kind of crappy. So I put it aside for some time because I really didn't want to play through all the things I just played through once again. I was almost at the end, or so I think. But I haven't gotten that far yet. For those of you who know Bioshock, I have gotten to the garden part where you have the very green stuff, the green stuff, and I'm loving that game. The only complaint I have about the game uh, is that it can be kind of confusing with the whole changing of weapons, changing of powers, changing of ammo, because you never really get much ammo for any weapon, which means you constantly have to change between them, and with that can be kind of confusing, especially because there's a lot of different things to change between. Um, and also the fact that there are no iron sight, which you pretty much get used to in most games these days. But yeah, those are the games that I'm playing right now. The Aurora World, free-to-play MMO, Ignimatis, The Mists of Ravenwood, point-and-click adventure game, and Bioshock, a first-person shooter. Now, I think it's time we move down to the village, so let's get into first-person view. As you can see, there are some changes. Like, for instance, this over here, we will be getting to this. Some might already have guessed what it is from looking at it and looking at the title. But I also did some other changes. I thought that the village needed some flowers, so we planted some of the new flowers. All the new, look at this. This is all different kind of new flowers from the 1.7 update, well, 1.7.2 update, and I planted a lot of flowers around here. Hey. And there's a guy outside the arcade now. Dude. There's a lot of... No, that's not how you play that game. Hey, you're cheating. Okay. Okay. You have to stand on the yellow dot to shoot in the basket. You can't stand on the things. And more flowers here. As you can see, we have planted some flowers around here. We'll come back to this area later. And there's actually a lot of villagers, as you can see. More have moved to the town because it is getting nicer. And by more have moved to the town, I mean, of course, I've spawned in more. Just so that people don't think that actually happens. I don't think more people move to the town when you make it look better. That would be a great feature, though, right? Wow. Very rude. Very rude, sir. Remind me not to talk to you again. Oh, you're coming back. Oh. He actually went all the way over there to avoid me? Jesus Christ. So, what do we have here? This is a small little restaurant, cafe area. As you can see, I've used a lot of the new stuff. This is the new acacia wood. It has a nice color, but I don't think that I'll be building any houses of it. Maybe in a jungle. And we have up here, this is the new dark. The sun is going down. I'm gonna cheat. Here we go. As you can see, already dead. This is the dark oak wood. That's what it's called. Let's just get rid of this, actually. Oopsie. And this is, of course, the stained, not the stained, the hardened clay, yellow hardened clay. And over here, if you can just, let's just jump over here. We have the yellow stained glass. Maybe it's green, I don't know. But this is also from the 1.7 update. This was in the last update, of course. Let's just get over here again. I think this looks pretty good. We have a small cafe area with a kind of umbrella kind of thing, and a trash can, some tables, and a guy who sells us an emerald. Oh, hi. Okay. And you can see these are some of the things you can buy here. You can have some pumpkin pie, some potatoes, some pork and beef, steak, and no, really, I heard the word pronounced in two ways. Okay, and we have some chicken. I would like to buy an emerald. But yeah, There's a floating block up there. But this is, I think this looks pretty nice. Let's just look at it from a distance again. And it fits into the village. I think I'm trying to make it look nice, but also fit into the village. We got some tulips around it right here. But yeah, the thing I'm gonna talk about today is, in my up close and personal, is food. That's right. We're gonna talk about food. Are you excited? Okay. But yeah, we're gonna talk about food, and let's start off. Let me start off by saying that I am in no way a good cook. Far from it. I actually, if you go back like 2 or 3 years, no, maybe 4 or 5 years, I don't know. Well, 4 or 5 years probably. I actually never cooked. I might have like made boiled some spaghetti and made a really really simple sauce to on it, or maybe put in, or maybe like put some stuff in the microwave and stuff like that. Other than that, I was kind of not really a, I was, I don't know, scared might be a strong word, but let's just use it for now. I was too scared to like start experimenting with food. I never like I boiled my first potato, cooked my first potatoes like 4 years ago. Uh, but now I actually like making, like cooking and making foods and stuff like that. I am still not very good at it, but I don't mind experimenting. I like, for instance, now I can easily make potatoes, and like, if you go back like 3 or 4 years, I wouldn't like make some meat on a frying pan and stuff like that. I don't have any problem with that now. So so that's I guess I just wasn't really comfortable around in the kitchen. So I don't know. But I got by. It wasn't like I was going hungry or anything like that. But now I like to cook, and some of the things I really like to do is like make different kind of pasta with like some sauce with meat in it and stuff like that. I like cooking. I have a rice cooker, which is an amazing invention. I love the rice cooker, and also make a little some different, maybe some spring rolls with rice. I like making noodle dishes, really, with some different sauces and like some vegetables, sometimes some chicken or shrimp with some different like different kind of ingredients and like that, and make, and then of course eat it with chopsticks. That's how you eat noodles. Also rice you eat with chopsticks, and stuff like that. I like making like couscous, Moroccan couscous, North African couscous, not the Middle Eastern kind. I don't really like the Middle Eastern kind. It's kind of the small, I don't know what you call it, grain pellets, whatever. That's the difference. If you look at the North African, the Moroccan couscous, it feels more like grain, and the Middle Eastern kind feels more like pasta. It is a kind of pasta, but it's they're too big when you look at the Middle Eastern kinds. So, but yeah, the Moroccan couscous with like garlic and raisins and stuff like that, also really really a great meal. Um, and I don't really, I kind of like everything. I don't think that, not really much I don't like. I can sit name, let's 5 things I don't like. I don't like milk. I don't mind milk in stuff, but raw milk, like a glass of milk or milk on a cereal, I hate it. The same goes with cheese. I hate cheese, like sliced cheese on bread or in a burger or something. But if it's melted cheese, like on a pizza or on anything else, it's amazing. Who the hell is making noises? Oh, is that guy in there? Probably. I don't like olives. Once again, if olives is mixed into something like, not in a salad, but like into some meat or like a something like that, a stew, I don't mind the olives because it doesn't have the same taste like a raw olive. It's the raw olive taste I don't really like. And that guy on the background is looking at me. Well, he's looking at me now, not at you, the audience, I guess. Not me, actually, because I'm right here. And I don't like radishes. Is that what they're called? Wait. Yeah, I think that is what they're called. But I don't like them. Taste like crap. And I don't like. What's the last thing I don't like? There was one more thing. Oh yeah, Brussels sprouts. But come on, who does? If you like Brussels sprouts, it's either lying or insane. But I've eaten kind of weird things like hearts and I've eaten a brain once. That was kind of funny. I remember the waiter was in a restaurant in Italy. So as the waiter came down with my food, he said in English, "Here's your brain," and that was amazing. That's a great sense of humor. I don't really eat fast food, but I know a lot of people do, and especially in the U.S. No offense to the U.S. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to make a stereotype, but I know for a fact from reliable sources that a lot of people in the U.S. eat a lot of fast food. I'm not talking about the obesity. I'm also health. You can get healthy fast food, but especially takeaway because they don't. I don't know why, but I've heard a lot of people always talking about, oh yeah, you have to go to this place and this place and this place in the U.S. and also in Denmark for that matter. But I don't really do it because I like making dinner, and if I'm having a bad day or tired or lazy, I just eat some bread with something on it. It's not like, I mean, yeah, it might be boring, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper. The, I used to eat a lot of fast food, and I would get like because I was kind of like a party animal kind of guy. Well, that's many years ago. But I used to eat pizza and hot dogs and stuff like that all the time, and it would get really really expensive. But the weirdest thing was I didn't like gain weight. I do now. I'm a little bit too chubby right now, but I think that's because I stopped drinking and smoking. So cigarettes, that is. Uh, so yeah, that's a little something about food. Like I said, I like kind of everything, and the only time I eat out is every Thursday. I go to a place called the Socialist House where I can get a meal for 25 Danish crowns, and it's usually some friends of mine who make it, and I know the people there. So that's really just that's the only time I eat out, and sometimes I eat with family and stuff like that. But I know I never like eat takeaway or go to restaurants or cafes because it's so much cheaper to make the food yourself, even if you're not really a good cook. You always have one advantage so that the cooks don't have. You know what you want. You know how you like your meat. You know how you like how much spices you like in your food. And that's the good thing about cooking yourself. Even if you're not really a great cook, that is. And everybody, whoa, holy shit! Everybody went inside. I'm actually gonna turn it day. Confuse the fuck out of these people. Said they. But yeah, this has been my up close and personal this week, where I talked a little bit about food. It was a little different than what I've talked about so far. But I thought, why not? Food is something we all talk about. So let me know in the comments below what your favorite meal is, what your favorite food is, and if you eat a lot of fast food or if you eat a lot of the takeaway. Let me know. Let's get back into first person and walk on over to the cinema. Because now it is time for movie of the week. That's right, it's movie of the week. Aren't you excited? Yeah. This guy. There was actually another guy like him who got into this minecart, but he seems to be gotten out. Are you gonna get in a minecart? Please don't. There's a big possibility that you won't be able to get out again. So, let's actually see if they fixed. Nope, you still fly really far back. If someone saw, what the hell's going on? There's a minecart missing here, actually. Let's just get another minecart then. But yeah, speaking of, what the hell's wrong with you? Speaking of glitches, if someone saw my my weekly update, and if you'd already seen this glitch, but this is a weird glitch. Normally, when you could do this and kind of stack, but you don't. Normally, you could jump on them while stacking them, but for some reason, you can't do that. Let's just get rid of these and get rid of these things. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna... Oh, sorry. Okay, that is one way of getting me out, but you're stuck here forever. Ha 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 ha. Oh god, is that guy mad at me now? Hey, dude! I'm sorry I hit you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see if he's mad at me. Oh, he's not. Oh, that was good. Maybe it was this guy. Nope. He's not mad at me. Oh, I feel a lot better now. But let's get in the minecart. Sorry about that little intermission, whatever. But yeah, movie of the week this week is an animated movie called The Princess and the Cobbler, also known as The Thief and the Cobbler, also known as Arabian Night with a K. This movie is from 1993, and like I said, it's an animated movie that unfortunately never got truly done. This actually is the longest produced movie, the movie that has had the longest production time in history. This movie took 28 years to finish. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Winston Price stars in it. Well, his voice do, and actually he already hit the voice work for his part in 1968. Even though the movie was first released in, well, it was done in '93 and released in '95. And the version I saw of this movie was actually a bootleg that has been circulating because someone took a lot of the original material that didn't got in the final version when it was released, and they kind of put that in. So you see a lot of like pencil drawings and sketches and a lot of different animation styles, which actually makes the movie a lot more interesting. I should see the original version, the official version, but I mean, all of the official version was in the movie as well, and then just a lot more. It's kind of the unofficial director's cut. But yeah, The Princess and the Cobbler, you should watch it. It's an amazing animated movie, and like I said, 28 years in production. But yeah, I'll leave a link to it below, and you can also check out my movie list, which this movie is not on it yet, but it will be eventually. So I'll leave a link to my movie list below as well. Now let's get out of this minecart. See how long I fly back. That's kind of crazy. I hope they fix that, because that can mean trouble, especially like I said in the last episode, in my last show, that if you have a minecart track next to lava, for instance, in the nether, that can cause a problem. But Minecon, which was going on in this weekend, is just over, so maybe Jeb and Dinnerbone and the rest of the crew will be getting back to work and fixing up some of the many glitches and bugs that is in the new version. Let's get back to the studio. Let's just swing by the restaurant once again so you can see that if you just tuned in now. And yeah, I think I like this a lot. This new wood actually looks pretty nice here, but like I said, I would probably not make a house of it. Oh, I lagged a bit. That's the first lag of this video, actually. This has been going pretty fluidly. A lot of villages, and we got all the nice flowers around here. I hope you appreciate it. What do you have to sell? An emerald for 3 redstone. Yeah, like I said, Mojang, we need some better trades. Let's see what this guy sells. 31 paper for 1 emerald. I don't know if that is a good trade or not. Well, that mountain, that looks pretty cool. But yeah, let's get back to the studio. There's a sheep right there. So this is one of the new things of the new update. Sheep. Just kidding. It's a mod. Let's get into first-person view. I mean, third-person view. When will they introduce second-person view? But yeah. This next and final part of the show is Spotlight. And let me just turn my page of my script. Yes, I actually do kind of script these out because there are a lot of things to talk about, and I need just kind of like, you know, small notes to tell you. The spotlight of this week is Swimmingbird941, aka Adam Holly. And this is a guy that don't need help getting subscribers because he really has a lot and he's constantly getting more. He makes a lot of amazing videos. One of his really specialties is his Minecraft snapshot videos. He posts some of the best snapshot videos I've ever seen. For those of you who don't know what a snapshot is, a snapshot is a small map file you can download for Minecraft that shows off some of the upcoming features that will be in the next updates. So, and he makes some of the greatest snapshot videos. Right now, he's also playing together with his girlfriend Danielle. He is playing Pokemon X and Y. I've never really been that into Pokemon, but he actually makes the videos seem interesting. He also has a Pokemon Minecraft server called I can't remember what it's called, but when he does some videos on Pokemon mod for Minecraft, he has a server. He plays a lot of his friends. He plays on. He's also one of the featured players on the Zack Scott Minecraft server, Scotland, if you know that one. And he has a lot of great videos of great, interesting games like Nino Kuni and Tokyo Jungle and Rhythm something. Can't remember what it was called. But yeah, Swimmingbird941. There'll be a link to his channel below. Check it out. He has some amazing videos, and he posts videos almost every single day. Now this is actually it for today's video. Let's just sum up the links. We have links to The Princess at the Cobbler on IMDb. We have a link to my movie list on IMDb, and we have a link to Swimmingbird941, aka Adam Holly, his channel. I hope you enjoyed this video so far. This series so far, the Mikkel Frost Show, and I will see you next week for more. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like if you like this video. If you have a comment, question, go ahead and write it in the comments below. And yeah, check out some of my other videos as well. See ya.